Hi, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to another Stryd workout of the week. As always, we're going to build the new workout of the week for you live right here in this live stream. If you have any questions along the way, please feel free to send them in the chat or the comments, and producer Kaylee will either answer them or send them my way to answer at the end of the live stream. As always, you can access the Stryd workout library in the Stryd mobile app, where you can save your favorites and find new workouts, including things like the workout of the week that we are updating every single Wednesday. You can access the workout builder and workout library, again, by going to your Stryd mobile app and clicking on the library icon in the bottom shelf there. One of the specific things that we're so excited about is to continue to build new collections. Last week, we built a new tune-up collection, and we're going to keep adding more and more collections. But the one we're going to focus on today, as always, every Wednesday, is the workout library for the workout of the week. This is a rotating collection of workouts updated every Wednesday that we are going to build live for you to show off how versatile and how cool the Stryd workout builder actually is. Last week's winners, you can always tag the latest workout of the week with hashtag Stryd Wow. That's hashtag STRYDWOW. And you can post on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, use that hashtag, and we will see it. Last week's winners are G-Yo, and this workout was Colby's Cut Down. We also had Little Inked, so both of you should be contacted shortly if you haven't already been, for winning some Stryd Swag for running last week's workout of the week, which was Colby's Cut Down. New workouts. We moved Val's Hard Long Run to long run workouts, and there is a distance and a time-based version for that. We have a new classic workout called Tempo Long Tempo. This comes from some inspiration from pro marathoner Ryan Vail and the Hoka Northern Arizona Elite team. Ben Rosario is the head coach there and has a great write-up on the Tempo Long Tempo. This is a warm-up and then a 3 to 4 mile tempo, a 8 to 10 mile steady section, a little bit around your kind of long run effort, a little bit slower than marathon, and then another tempo and then a cool down. So a really, really fun, longer focused workout, but definitely a classic workout. We have a new distance workout as well. This is called Switching Gears 800s, and we have a warm up and then 5 repeats, and you can always adjust the repeats up or down, but 5 repeats of the first 400 a little bit slower, first 400 a little bit faster, and then a cool down. So those are 2 of the new workouts that we've added into these different libraries. And this is something we're going to continue doing each week, whether it's adding a new collection, moving some workout of the weeks around to new collections, adding in new classic workouts, new distance time-based workouts. Whatever you can think of, we're going to keep adding more to it. So that's one of the super exciting things we have with the workout library. Now, for the new workout of the week, we're going to be talking about Adrienne's hill repeats. And we're going to switch it here and start sharing the other screen. And we're going to build this workout live for you. So Adrienne's hill repeats. This is going to be just a time-based version. And we've typically had like a time or distance-based version. And it will go through just building the time-based. If we have enough demand for a distance-based version, that might be something that we can add a little bit later. But starting off Adrienne's hill repeats, it is going to be a add type hill repeat workout, if you can't tell already from the name. We're going to start with a warm-up of 15 minutes. We're going to scale it down to initially. But you can always save this to your own library, save this to your own calendar, and use the workout builder to adjust things if you see fit. So we will start with a 15-minute warm-up, and we are going to add a 2-step repeat block here. And so we're going to change the 6-minute default down to 2 minutes. We're going to press save there. We're going to adjust the intensity to 103 to 106% of your Stryd auto-calculated critical power. Here, we're going to press save there. And we're going to change the recovery down to 1.5 minutes. And I'm going to talk about how you execute the workout after we build this live. So we're going to minimize that, and we're going to increase the number of repeats easily up to 5. We can just press this plus or minus and scale it up as much as we want. By default, this is going to be 5 times 2-minute repeat with a 130 jog recovery. And then we are going to add in a actual recovery block here at the end. We're going to change this to a 3-minute recovery section at 70 to 80%. Then we're going to add another 2-step repeat. And this is going to be a 30-second repeat at a slightly higher intensity. So again, we were at 103 to 106% of your Stryd auto-calculated critical power. We're going to keep it at 105 up to 110% of your Stryd auto-calculated critical power. We're going to make the recovery jog back down here to 1 minute at 70 to 80%. And then we're going to add a cool down here. And I'm going to change this to 15 minutes. And then we'll minimize it. And so let's go to the top and talk about how you execute this workout. Actually, I need to remember to easily change this up to 4 repeats. And now that looks good to go. So we're going to start with a warm-up here, 15 minutes. And the idea here is that you can start your warm-up either from a trailhead or from your house, somewhere where you can find a hill that you can run up for about 5 minutes, if possible. Like a continuous long hill is the purpose of this workout. And the reason we're going to do the 15-minute warm-up is to give you, enough time to feel like you can warm up and be ready to hit the hill pretty hard. But if you have to park a certain distance away, or you have to run from your house to a certain distance away, you want to keep that warm-up at least a little bit longer. You can feel free to adjust this up to about 30 minutes would be totally fine. But anything over 30 minutes starts to get a little too long for the purpose here. We're going to focus now on the 5 times 2 minutes with a 1.5 minute recovery back down. The idea here is that we want to find a long hill to be able to run up. So we're going to run 2 minutes up. Then we're going to immediately turn around, and that 2 minutes up is at 103 to 106% of your Stryd auto-calculated critical power. So this should be above your threshold, your critical power. This should definitely be above your critical power at 103%, just about to maybe about 5K intensity. And this is supposed to be very controlled. It's not supposed to be something that leaves you feeling gassed and all the way exhausted after the first repeat. Something to be pretty controlled. And then we're going to immediately turn around and run 1.5 minutes back down. And so the idea here is you should be able to get 2 minutes up, run 1.5 minutes back down, but keep slowly that starting spot as you go through the workout. That starting spot goes slightly further up the hill. And we're going to progressively make our way up that hill, and then take 1.5 minute jog recovery back down, go up the hill, 1.5 minute jog recovery, up again until we hit 5 repeats. You can feel free to increase this up to 8 times 2 minutes. Anything more than 8 times 2 minutes, I'd probably cap it there. And you can also reduce this down to 3 times 2 minutes if you aren't comfortable doing 5 off of the bat. But the important thing here is the concept of slowly progressing that starting spot a little bit further up the hill, a little bit further up the hill. And then we're going to give you a 3-minute recovery portion to come all the way back down. And then you're going to do 4 times 30 seconds at 105 to 110%. So this should be harder than those 2 minutes, with a minute jog recovery, which will get you all the way back down to that recovery spot that you should start that next hill repeat at. And then after that, we are going to cool down with a 15-minute cool down there. So again, this workout, it's a hill repeat workout, 5 times 2 minutes. You can do this on the flat. This is just a more fun, creative way to run a hill workout using this sort of methodology. And we'll have a full description there describing the workout as well. So we're going to save it, and it will appear in the workout of the week, and you can now access it and run it. You can use the hashtag Stryd Wow and post it on your social media, and we will tell you a little bit more about that in 1 second here as we switch gears back to the presentation that we have. And if you have any other questions, please feel free to send them now before we wrap up for today. So again, you can use hashtag Stryd Wow, STRYDWOW, and run the Stryd workout of the week. Tag your post on Instagram or Twitter with hashtag Stryd Wow, and you have until next Tuesday to do that, and we wish you the best of luck there. This is the last reminder that you can take advantage of the introductory offer. It's $19.99 for the first 6 months for existing Stryd users. You can go to stryd.com/powercenter to access that deal. And we have a more accessible price than ever on Stryd. If you go to buy.stryd.com, you can find the most accessible price ever on Stryd. It looks like we have a couple questions here. First, when and what time are the workouts updated? Will the previous ones be deleted? This is a great question. So for the workouts of the week, we are going to continue moving them to different libraries. So like I had a little bit earlier, and here we moved Val's Hard Long Run from 2 weeks ago to the Long Run Workouts library. And then we'll continue to add things like new classic workouts, new distance, time-based, whatever library you can kind of think of. We're going to continue adding those there. So we're not going to delete any workouts, take them away, but we do encourage you to save them to your own collections and your own libraries. Will it be possible to translate the workouts into French? Yes, we are continuing to expand our different offerings of different languages, including languages like French. And so over time, we will continue to translate these workouts as we go forward. Next question is, Netherlands is out for this workout, flat as a pancake here. Yeah, totally true. If you don't have access to a good sort of incline, you can totally do this workout, sort of like a mixed intensity workout. You can totally do it on a flat. It's just a fun application of being able to run a hill workout and progressively make your way up. The other sort of thing that you might want to do if you are running on a flat is identify a back and forth stretch that might take you about 5 minutes to run from one end to the other. And so maybe if you can think of somewhere between 1,500 meters to about a mile stretch that's pretty flat and pretty straight, you can do the same exact workout on that flat. If you run 2 minutes out, then you immediately turn around and run 1.5 minutes back, turn around and do that next 2 minutes out, 1.5 minute back, two minutes out, 1.5 back, and so on until you hit the number of repeats. And then you can do on the way back, you can do the 4 times 30 seconds with that minute recovery as well with that specific type of that intention there. And so that might be the way to adjust this workout if you don't necessarily have that long hill. The focus is on the intensity, obviously, but then also the sort of creative application that you might have of running progressively up a hill and then turning around, coming back, and having a new starting point there as well. Next question here is, any timeline for a critical velocity power accessible run? So we do have a lot of workouts that are focused on your critical power, your Stryd auto-calculated critical power. If we're talking about CV stuff, that's typically around that about 30 to 36 minute intensity. And so you can actually go to your Stryd power duration curve in Power Center. You can turn on the auto-calculated model curve, and you can hover over to where you see between that 30 to 36 minutes. You can identify that percentage of your Stryd auto-calculated critical power, and then you can build actually custom runs, and you can use existing workouts, maybe like the 6 times 3 minutes or 6 times 1 kilometer. You can do 5 times 4 minutes, something like that. And you can actually adjust those percentages slightly there if you would like. Right now, we have a lot of stuff based off of your Stryd auto-calculated critical power, which is really individualized to you as an individual based on your data. And then you can take advantage of that auto-calculated critical power model curve and add in some specific maybe CV or that critical velocity, a little bit of customization there if you would like to do that. It doesn't look like there are any questions, so I think we're going to wrap it up for today. Again, you can run Adrienne's hill repeats and tag it. Even if you're on a flat, you can totally still do this workout and tag it with hashtag Stryd Wow to win some Stryd Swag, be in the running for that next week. And we look forward to bringing you a brand new workout next week. We'll be right here at the same exact time. You can feel free to subscribe to our YouTube, follow us on social media, and we'll continue posting about this stuff. For now, we wish you a great rest of the day. See everyone later. Bye-bye.